Hey, baby. I'm so happy. Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again, and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video, we are diving into part 2 of my 100 bottle mystery box unboxing. We unboxed 37 bottles in part number 1. We only added a few of those directly to my D-stash. The rest are ones that I want to either check out or are definite adds to my collection. And while I feel like so far my voice is doing fairly well, I will just sort of forewarn you, I have been sick for the last 4 days or so, and I'm still suffering from tickles in the throats and sinus issues and all that. So if I sound odd, that's why. So apologies about any difference in my voice that hopefully isn't too bothersome. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into part 2. We're just going to start right over here with some of the polishes that have tipped over. Looks like we're going to start off with a Linby Designs. This one is called TARDIS of My Eye. Probably came out in a Doctor Who collection. This is a gorgeous color. A very interesting shade of like a dusty purple leaning blue. I feel like on camera it's leaning more of a true standard blue, but there is definitely a pinch of like that periwinkle or iolite tone to this, and I absolutely love that. And this is definitely one that I don't have, so we're adding that one to my collection. Next one, ooh, it looks like we have a nail hoot. This one is called Autumn Fire. And I do believe I actually have this one. So we will be adding this to the D-stash. It's also not one of my preferred colors for 2 folds actually on this one. It is a red, and there's also predominantly a gold micro translucent flaky. It's not really a standard gold metallic flaky. So yeah, I think, like I said, I think I do already have this one. So we will go ahead and put that one in the D-stash. Next up, ooh, it looks like we've got a Moonshine Mammy. Yeah. Ooh. So this one is called Do You Boo from the limited edition mix from June 2019. Nice. I don't have many of these. I always seem to miss her mix-alongs. And then when I become aware of some of the polishes, like from other people's swatches, I inevitably have missed out on them in stock. So this one's an older one, so that's really nice. And it is a beautiful shade of like an electric soft green, if that makes any sense. I mean, it's vibrant, but it's not like tennis ball or highlighter yellow green. So see, by comparison, it's sort of a soft spring green, like grass green, but this is absolutely beautiful. It's got like blue, I don't know if you can see that blue component is almost like, I can't tell if it's like an iridescent glitter, but then there's also a gold micro flaky in there that you can see, plus shimmer. This is beautiful, and like I said, it's definitely one that I don't have in my collection, so really excited to be able to add one of her mix-alongs to my collection. Next up, ooh, we've got another Linby Designs in a beautiful shade of blue. This one is called Blew My Mind. This is a beautiful summertime blue. I believe it is a cream polish. Maybe a slight squishability to the formula, but that's a beautiful, vibrant shade of blue. I am getting more and more of polishes in this color family, so eventually I will have to come back and do a comparison and make sure I haven't duped myself anywhere, but this is a beautiful shade for summer. I have definitely been on the hunt for this kind of blue. This one might be a contender to add to my summer rack, even though I'm nowhere close to being able to wear everything on my rack. That's a given. So Blew My Mind is going to be added to my collection. Next up, we've got one from My Stunning Nails. Looks like we've got a soft dove gray almost. This is called Dewdrops Are Due from the Flora theme for September 2020 HHC. This is a very soft, almost wintry shade. You've got a light, I almost want to say light gray, but more like a light pearl gray, if that makes sense. There's some silver in there, and it's definitely leaning towards white. There's a blue shimmer in there and some iridescent glitter. This is beautiful. Definitely reminds me of a polish that I would pull out in the wintertime. Very soft and sort of delicate on the nail, but still has some fun things going on with that blue shimmer. And it's another one that I definitely don't have in my collection, so we'll add that one to my collection. That was Dewdrops Are Due. Next up, ooh, we've got a Vapid. I was gonna say we've got a square bottle, and it's a Vapid. Yay! So this one is called Water Your Melon. That is too cute. So this is a beautiful watermelon shade. This is a very pink leaning, almost coral leaning, reddy pink. It's full of a gold shimmer. This is pretty unique to my collection. I don't have too many in this particular tone. I think I did get one that's kind of similar to it in part 1, where it's kind of hard to describe it because it's not really a coral, it's not really a pink, it's not really a red, but it's sort of a mix of all of the above. In fact, on camera, this is coming off much oranger than it is in person. It definitely is like a juicy watermelon. And it's another one that I don't have in my collection, so I will definitely be adding that to my collection. Next up, ooh, it looks like we've got one from Native War Paints. Another blue. This one is called Rainbow Bright. Ooh, this is a nice summery blue, full of a pink shimmer. I can see it shifting to a little bit of gold there towards the edge of the bottle. This is lovely. I love the tone. Again, a very beautiful shade for summer. This is one of those colors that I had been trying to gather. There's very specific shades of summer blues though. You've got blues like this that are like summer blue. Then you've got summer turquoise blues. Then you've got summer aquas. So I don't think I ever got all of the different shades of blue that I was hoping to get for summer. So we'll have to see how this compares in my collection so far, but it is beautiful and it is one that I know I don't have, so we're going to add that to my collection. Alrighty, next up we have, ooh, what is this? This one is from the 13, and actually I don't know if it has a name. So it's just the 13, maybe that's an indie brand. That would be new to me, so that's cool. I want to say there was a couple of brands that I've been eyeing on Etsy that use this type of bottle. I personally love the shape. I think it's very beautiful, but I don't know that any of them were called the 13. In any case, this is another beautiful shade. This is a beautiful aqua turquoise. You have an array of holographic components in there, and I want to say maybe even a shimmer. Yeah, like a green shimmer against the base. That is another beautiful color and definitely one that I don't have. Like I said, this is a new to me brand, so happy to add that one to try it out. Next up, it looks like, ooh, we've got a Baroness X. Very nice. Ooh, and it's a purple. This one is called Bow to the Paper Gods Prototype. Ooh, this is a gorgeous shade of purple. Somewhere between like a dusty purple and a bright summer purple. You also have a load of iridescent fleekies and some hollow in here. That is lovely. And another one that I definitely don't have in my collection so far, so that is definitely a keeper. That's gorgeous. Next up we have another Lindy. This one is called An Advance of Sourdough, and it is a thermal. So we'll have to see what color this turns into in its warm state, but it's a beautiful shade. Again, somewhat of a purple leaning blue. Very nice cream color. And again, if this doesn't end up changing at all, I love this color. So that was An Abundance. I don't think I said that right the first time. An Abundance of Sourdough. All right, next up we have another nail hoop. This one, ooh, has hollow. This one is called Drosselmeyer from HHC for October 2019. Oh wow, taking it back. So this is definitely one that I don't have in my collection. This one I would say is a very blackened green, full of glass fleck and shimmer and hollow. This one has all the sparkle going on. Wow. This is somewhat in that color category, the very vague color category that I have been doing a lot of destashes of for my own personal collection. Somewhat dark with lots of stuff going on. I just haven't pulled for them nearly as often as I figured that I would when I was starting my collection years ago. So I don't think I'm going to be keeping this one. It's just not speaking to me, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Very twinkly. The next one, ooh, is, I think this is a, oh, what is the brand? Whimsical Nail Polish by Pam. So this is technically not a new to me brand because I have had one of her bottles before, but I don't think it had this. It just had the name sticker on the front, so I wasn't really sure who had done it. But this one is called Glass Slipper, and wowzers. Whoa. This appears to be, wow, a very loaded glitter polish. I can't even tell if this is meant to be a topper or not because this seems very, very packed. I don't have this polish in my collection so far, and I am curious to try this out and see how it performs with a bunch of different colors. I'm almost curious if maybe this has a reflective component in it. I cannot quite tell. It's possible it might. But I love the kind of glitter that's in here. Actually, I want to say maybe on camera I am seeing it as a reflective component. Very interesting. Very twinkly though. That should be fun to try out. So that was Glass Slipper by Whimsical Nail Polish by Pam. All right, next up we've got a Heather's Hues and a lovely green. This one is called, yeah, I think I made the right choice, from HHC December 2020. Beautiful green. This one has a load of shimmer in 2 different sizes, or maybe even a micro glitter. There's a glass fleck or larger particled shimmer in here that goes from green to gold, but then there's also like a larger particled pink that I can't quite tell if it's a shimmer or a micro glitter. See those flashes of pink? That is a really beautiful shade of green as well, almost a pinch dusty. That's gorgeous. I will have to compare my greens because I have been getting quite a few in this color family, but so far that's gorgeous, so it's going in the collection. Next up we have, an older Moonshine Manny. Another green. This one is called Slytherin Ambitious and Cunning. Wow. So I believe this one would have come out in a Harry Potter collection. Deep, deep green. Kind of reminiscent of the Santa one that I got in box 1, where it's a deep, deep green, like a evergreen green, full of some glitter. This one has some metallic green flakies in there, some hollow, and some shimmer. This is, again, one of those colors, though, that I have been destashing a lot of for my own collection. I just don't pull for these really deep, dark greens very often, if at all. So I think I will go ahead and pass this along to someone that's maybe wanting to complete a collection or something along those lines. But that is a beautiful polish. I still love to see them in the bottle, though. I just don't wear them. So that is beautiful. Actually, I can see some twinkles of blue in there. I don't know if that's hollow or what, but that one was Slytherin Ambitious and Cunning. Next up, we've got another from Native War Paints. This one is called Tranquility, and it is part of their creams. Ooh, this is nice. That is a cream teal. On camera, again, it's pulling out a lot of the green and making it more of a blue leaning teal, but it's definitely green leaning. That's lovely. I would say for myself, this is probably a shade I would want to pull out in the early fall. It's a bit on the dusty side for a summer polish, but that's gorgeous. And it is another one that I definitely don't have, so I'll add that to the collection. Next up, we have another square bottle. I think this one looks like it is a night owl. This one is called Love Yourself. This one came out as a February 2019 color of the month. This seems like a very, very soft white leaning pink. I will have to give this a try because I have heard great things about this kind of a color. I forget what her name is, but one of the nail YouTubers loves a color like this that I think is from Essie or something like that. And it's like her go-to early summer or spring polish, and she absolutely adores it. So I'll have to see how this one looks on me. But yeah, I mean, we'll give it a try. It's pretty unique to my collection. I know, I hear you, love. Oh, what bug? What? I have been destashing quite a few of these desaturated tones, but I do still like to have some for like spring and winter manis. So we'll see how I like it on, but that was Love Yourself. What, baby? What? Are you going to come up and see what I'm doing? Hmm? Yeah, little happy munchkin. Oh, I see how it goes. So this is Olivia. I don't think she's been in one of my videos for a couple of years, actually. Where I used to film, she would be on the floor with me. Now that I'm filming here in the bedroom studio setup, it's usually Willa who's in here with me. But she's decided she wants to come visit for a little bit, huh, Pumpkin? Yeah. Okay. All right. Next one is an all mixed up. All right. Yeah, you need bubble wrap. What is that? So this one is a really beautiful tangerine shade called Tequila Sunrise. Honey Pumpkin. Called Tequila Sunrise. This is from the Drinks on My Nails 2018 collection. This is beautiful. This should go on my summer rack. This is amazing. It is a very beautiful shade of like a yellow leaning orange, full of shimmer. You have this blue to purple to pink shift in there. That is so beautiful. Definitely want to add this to my summer rack. This is lovely. What, honey? Sort of reminds me of like an iridescent creamsicle. So gorgeous. All right. Yes, are you helping? Are you helping? All right. Next up, we have, ooh, we've got a Colors to Carol. Pumpkin. Ooh, we've got a hollow. So this is from Colors to Carol, and this is Fruit Punch. Wow. I've actually been meaning to try her hollows. I've been hearing great things from a number of people that do swatches, and I definitely don't have any of hers so far. Well, except for like Balloon Dog or something like that that came out in PPU, but something directly from her website like this one I have not gotten so far. And this is a beautiful berry leaning shade of red, absolutely chock full of hollow. Look at that. This is definitely a shade that I can get behind as far as a red goes because of that berry lean and the hollow. So we'll definitely be keeping that one. It is pretty unique to my collection because if you haven't heard me say before, reds are not exactly my favorites. I am a bit particular about the shades and tones, but I love the berry lean to this, especially with that flash of the hollow. So it should still be fairly unique to my collection. So happy to add Fruit Punch by Colors to Carol to my collection. Next up, ooh, we've got another from All Mixed Up. And it's another beautiful summer blue. This one is called Electric Smurf. Another from the Drink on My Nails collection from 2018. And another one that I definitely don't have. And another one that I'm pretty sure I want to have on my summer rack. Again, I know perfectly well I'm not going to be able to wear everything on my summer rack. But this is a beautiful option. I love the shimmer in here. You've got a very strong pink shift in that shimmer. You also see a bit of gold there on the edges. Maybe even a pinch of green at certain angles, but that is lovely. Again, eventually I will have to come back and compare all of these mid-tone blues, but that's a good one. Yeah. Rearranging. Okay. All right, next up, we've got another square bottle. Who is this one? 25th in June. This is another new to me brand. I've not ever heard of them. The name is Brilliant and Bizarre, and this is a beautiful shade of pink. This is right up my alley as far as this type of pink. This color family of pinks has been all over my summer rack. This is just one of them by different dimension. That one is called Thanks a Melon. I have been loving this type of pink. I've been very drawn to it. And this is a new to me brand and a new to me polish, so we'll have to give it a try. But that is lovely. So that was 25th in June. Brilliant and Bizarre. If you've heard of them, let me know. Olivia. Not everyone wants to see you take a bath, silly. All right. Next up we have... Ooh, who is this? We have a Pretty Serious. Ooh. This one is called 18-inch Stonehenge. Wow. So Pretty Serious is another brand that I don't have too many from. But yeah, it's a beautiful shade. I love the tone. It's sort of a mossy green, and then it is absolutely loaded with two different particles. You've got a very strong golden glow, and then you have a secondary like micro copper or micro pink. I can't quite place the color in there. But that is beautiful. Yeah, I almost want to say that is a micro pink or red or copper. It's kind of hard to tell, but that is very unique to my collection and another I definitely don't have. Rearranging again, pumpkin butt. Alrighty, let's see. On to the next one. Ooh, we've got a sleeve. Ooh, and it's a purple. Oh, wow. This one is called Purple Haze. Wow, this is a gorgeous purple, very royal. It's got a nice flash to it that you're seeing on camera as well. And they're scattered hollow. That's beautiful. It's definitely one that I don't have. At least I don't think so. So happy to add that one to my collection. That's gorgeous. All right. Hi, baby. All right, next up, we have a sassy cat. Yeah, he was sassy cat too. Yes. This one is a beautiful metallic shade almost. Oh no, magnetic. I think it's magnetic. So this one is called Necromancer. Wow, this is a really beautiful teal. There's a lot going on as far as the shimmer goes, and I'm pretty sure based on what I'm seeing on the swatch ring that it is magnetic. Let's go ahead and see how that looks. Yeah, look at that. So it almost turns the base a deep green. On camera, I don't know that, again, that it's really playing nicely with the green shade, but look at that. It pulls out the beautiful, almost UP particled shimmer in there, and then you have that beautiful bright blue to aqua flash in the magnetic pull, maybe even with a little bit of purple and orange at certain angles. Wow, that is gorgeous. And another that I definitely don't have in my collection, so we'll be adding that one. That was Necromancer. Oh my goodness. Like, why are you touching me? Oh, sweet baby. Yeah, this is a nice little warm spot. Yeah. All right, next up we have, ooh, we've got a Noodles. This one is Prototype 11. Wow. This is a very deepened purple, absolutely full of hollow. I also see some micro flakies in there as well. That's lovely. This is definitely right up my alley. I love this kind of polish, loaded with hollow, and you've got this deep, mysterious, almost multi-chrome base, although I'm not seeing too many shifts on this one. But yeah, that's beautiful. And another one that I'm fairly positive I don't have, and it is a brand that I really enjoy, so happy to have that one. Next up, ooh, we've got a KL polish. This one is called Graham. Now I'm pretty sure I do have this one. I've got my KLs back here somewhere. Cafe Disco, Zoe. Well, maybe I don't have all my KL polishes right there. Well, I guess I'll have to double check and see if I do. I know the name sounds familiar, but that might just be because I've seen it on the website before. But in any case, it is a nice shade. This is somewhat of a beigey tan. And oddly enough, I actually like this kind of color. It's a bit odd, I know, but I like it. So we'll double check. If I do have it, obviously I'll destash the second bottle. If I don't have it, we'll be adding Graham to my collection. All right, I guess we're going down to the bottom of the box where I won't bother her. Okay, next one we have, ooh, this is an unusual bottle shape. I think we might have another new to me brand maybe. No, it's Lantern and Wren. Interesting. So technically I think this might be a new to me brand because I mean, I know the name. I've seen them around for a really long time, but I don't think I have any polish from them. This one, ooh, has a little bit of a label issue going on, so I can't quite read what that's supposed to say, but it looks like it may have come out in PPU. So I'll have to research what this color might be, but this is a beautiful shade of blue. It almost has a speckled effect from the components that are in it. You've got a shimmer and then almost like a micro glitter in there that's causing the speckled look on the nail, which I don't know if that's going to come across very well. but that is a really beautiful shade of blue. Really liking how that's looking. I think on the nail, it's one of those polishes that's probably going to look mainly like a cream, but some of the other components will add just a little bit of depth to the nail. So I really like that one, oddly enough. So that was a Lantern and Wren. Unreadable. I'm just not sure what that says. Next up, we have one from MBA Cosmetics. This one is called Huntress. Ooh, this is a beautiful shade of green. Look at the shifts on that one. This is very mermaidy. I will have to compare some of my other mermaidy shades. I do have a lot of those. They are a color family that I have been drawn to since I was a teenager, so I have a lot of them in my collection, but we'll have to see how this one compares. And I guess worst case scenario, if I do have stuff that's very, very similar, I can compare the formulation and stick to the ones that I really like. But this is a beautiful color. Mainly I'm seeing green, but I am seeing blues and purples along the edge of the bottle. Not sure if that's going to come across. I think mainly you're seeing the green and blue, but I do see those shifts. See the purple sort of peeking there? That's a little bit more predominant in person. And again, it's a bit more green in person than I feel like it's coming across on camera, but I'll add that to my collection as well. That is beautiful. Next up, we have a Miss Sparkle. Ooh, this is a beautiful shade of green. Oh, wow. So this one is called Miss Sparkle Said Hi. Wow, this is a gorgeous green. This is a summer green if I ever saw one. Wow, this is beautiful. This is like a electric, vibrant jungle green. You have a blue shimmer popping really nicely against this base. There's also like a secondary component in there that I can't quite place. Actually, I think you can kind of see it better on the swatch nail there. See those little specks there? So there's something else in here, but it's a gorgeous color. Love this one a lot. All right, next up we have, ooh, we've got one from Indie Angel. Nice. This is a brand that I've been meaning to try. They are on Etsy. They have a bunch of really pretty polishes. This one is called Disco Queen, and it's a hollow. I have been thinking about coming back and doing some comparisons of my silvery gray hollow polishes. Let me know if that would be something that you guys would be interested in seeing. I want to say though that this one, at least in the bottle, almost seems to have like a golden fleck to it as well. So it doesn't seem to be just a straight up silver hollow, but this looks beautiful. Yeah, I want to say there's like a golden shimmer or bronze or something in there. That's gorgeous. So this might be a new to my collection brand. Like I said, I have heard of them, but I don't remember if I have received a bottle from them in another mystery box before, or if this is the first time. But in any case, that's really awesome. Another brand that I had been eyeing. Next up we have, ooh, a Music City Beauty. Another hollow. Holy moly. This one is Paparazzi from HHC, March 2021. Wowzers. That is a whole lot of glitter, whole lot of hollow. I want to say there is like a micro green or a micro black in there as well. Wow. Very, very beautiful. Again, I'll have to compare some of these mainly holographic glitter polishes to each other at some point to see if I've duped myself at all, but this is a gorgeous fun polish. So that was Music City Beauty's Paparazzi. Next up we've got Sayori. This one is called Boudica and it came out in HHC, not sure what month or year, but this is gorgeous. This is like raspberry leaning shade. It's deeper than the standard raspberry, but not quite as purple leaning as a mulberry would be. But look at that shimmer in here. That's gorgeous. There's also some hollow. Wow. This is beautiful. This kind of color is definitely one that I really enjoy. I love contrast in polish. And of course, a hollow flash to it is a bonus as well. And another that I don't have so far. So that is going in the collection. All right. Next up we have, we've got a Cadillacer. Wow. Wow. This one is called New York. And oh my goodness, look at that. This is a really deep purple shade, almost leaning aubergine, but it's a bit brighter than aubergine. You then have these really bright, almost cerulean blue glitters in square and micro. Wow, that's really unique. It's definitely one that I don't have, and Cadillac is one of those brands that I really enjoy. They come out with some amazing polishes. Wow, that's really cool. So that is New York. We're going to add that to the collection. Next up, we have a pretty beautiful unlimited. Ooh, this one is called Midnight Flight. This one came out in the Do You Believe in Dragons 2018. Wow. Pretty Beautiful Unlimited is another one of those brands that I've been following for a while, and I absolutely love their polishes. They are, in my eyes anyways, very famous for their kitchen sink polishes. So you've got huge flakies, you've got iridescence, you've got glitters, shimmers, multichromes, you've got magnetic sometimes, or thermals. They love to throw everything in these, and they are so fun. This one is like a very deep navy blue. You've got a scattering of iridescent flakies. You have red micro glitters. That is so gorgeous. You definitely have another iridescent, maybe micro glitter or smaller glitter. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm pretty sure I don't have this one, but I will have to double check. I'll put this in the check pile. But that was Midnight Flight. Next up we have, ooh, oh wow, we've got a Dawn Diva. Wow, very cool. So this one is Flex in the City. This one came out in HHC for December 2019. Wow. So this is another brand that I don't have a lot of either. Their polishes are often a bit more on the pricey side, at least for their specialty formulas, which seems to be the majority of the ones that I usually see on their website. They usually run about $18 a bottle, which is a bit more than I'm used to spending. I think they do have like some creams and other shimmer polishes that are less than that, but that's just what I remember them for. So I don't have too many of them, although they do currently hold the rank of the polish that I've spent the most on, because I did buy one of their $20 bottles. But anyways, I don't have this one, and it's actually a shade of pink that I would wear. This is really nice. It's, well, how would I describe this? It's not quite Barbie pink. It's almost leaning a little bit coral and a little bit dusty. There are beautiful shimmers going on. I don't know if this is one of her UP polishes. She is one of the makers that does have UP, so she does create polishes with that. I wouldn't be surprised if this one had it in it, but I do see a shift between gold and aqua and maybe a bit of red and green. This one also has some holographic in there as well. Yeah, beautiful polish. Love that one. It's one I don't have as well, so that's going in the collection. That's beautiful. All right, I think we're going to do one more, and then we're going to close out round 2. This looks like it's a in-the-box bottle of Glisten and Glow. This one is Passports and Partying. Ooh, this is like a shade of cantaloupe orange. Very beautiful. It is a cream formula. Definitely one that I don't have. This is a shade of orange that I would enjoy wearing. It is saturated enough and a cream formula that I feel like it would look really good on. There are certain shades of this type of orange that I don't enjoy on myself. If they're too light and too sheer, they don't look, I don't know, I'm not happy with how they look on me. So this is one that I'm curious to try. I really enjoy the cantaloupe shade. And yeah, I don't have this one in my collection, so another great polish. All right, so that was 35 polishes for part 2. We'll unbox the rest in part 3 and stop bothering the cute little kitty in the box. But hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on all of my new videos. And keep your eye out for part 3 of the D-Stash from this unboxing of the 100 bottle mystery box. Also feel free to comment down below if you have any suggestions for any of the names of the polishes that I had questions on, or if you're familiar with any of the new to me brands. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in that next video.